As California public facilities transition into eco-friendly infrastructure, I wanted to sit down with our head of maintenance to figure out what changes are going to be coming to the Saddleback campus. I also wanted to find out how waste was being recycled with our current method of waste consolidation.
My name is Jose Recinos.
And what's your title?
I'm the Senior Director of Facilities, Maintenance, and Operations.
What are some of your responsibilities holding your position? I know you're very busy.
Yeah.
So you have a lot going on.
Pretty much my position oversees the daily maintenance and operations of the college, and that includes custodial, grounds, the maintenance of the buildings, and also that is we oversee construction.
Okay.
Of the college.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, exactly, and we also oversee other minor construction projects throughout.
So I know managing a large facility comes with a lot of waste. So can you tell me a little bit about our waste process?
Sure. So currently, the contract that we have with our current waste hauler makes our life pretty simple because they recycle for us.
Okay.
So all the trash and recycles go into one container, and then when that trash gets picked up, then it gets taken to a location where it gets sorted. The company that handles our refuse is called CR&R. Right now, the state allows us to hire one company. Now the state wants us to move into each facility handling their own recyclables, their own composting, let's call it, or separating the perishables. We are in process of purchasing the right type of trash cans and to put throughout the campus.
I read a little bit about some of the mandatory commercial recycling laws. Is the state supplying you guys with any assistance?
Usually the state kind of sets the guidelines on how they want things to be done, but there is no, here's some money so that you guys can do that. It's more like, here's the regulations, this is the timeline for you to comply, get it done. I think there's going to be some additional efforts and extra costs that the college is going to have to burden. Now we're going to have to make sure that as trash is picked up, that they get put in the right containers. So we're going to have to educate our staff to purchase the right type of containers. We also want to do some advertising to make sure that we get posters and signs throughout.
It is a lot about education and getting people into the practice of waste segregation themselves. I used to be in environmental studies, so I know a little bit about recycling and waste contamination. After seeing some of the trash cans around campus that say all waste recycled, it kind of raised some questions in me. I think that statement isn't really possible. It made me kind of suspect that there was an off-site kind of thing going on.
Yeah, and I think that was my predecessor effort to try to convey the message that we are trying to recycle, even though it doesn't look like it. Obviously you're not going to advertise to everyone, hey, our waste hauler, that's the recycling for us, right?
So I know that the burden of recycling now technically lands on the outside company. I'd be curious about what kind of contamination rates they see among the trash that we hand them, just because I would think that there'd be high contamination of maybe recycling paper products or something that got mixed in with organic waste, and then that would be hard for optimal recycling.
Yeah, I think like you say, it's going to do a better job of trying to. I think it's still going to be impossible to eliminate contamination because not everybody pays attention to which container you're using.
Even when you have the three.
Yeah, we're going to try to make it as obvious as possible with the containers that we're going to purchase. I think it's going to be probably a better message to our student and to our communities if we actually see the containers throughout. Like you said, that way you kind of take away that doubt of are they recycling? Are they really doing what they're supposed to do?
Totally. And I think Saddleback is a forward moving campus, moving forward to be green and to take these steps for sustainability.
One of the changes that we saw coming from the state is that they don't segregate the recycling by glass, paper, and cans. Now they just call it recyclables. We're also starting to very aggressively trying to electrify the campus. I believe that the project will begin either in July or August, but you're going to see the first solar array going up.
Do you know roughly when we can expect those divided trash cans for?
We're actually in the process of selecting them. It will take a little bit of time to procure them and,
Right.
and get them on campus, but the hope is to have them here probably by the end of the year.
That's cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, I'm really glad to hear. I'm sure students and viewers will be really reassured to hear that Saddleback's taking steps towards more sustainability.